Hey you guys, what's up? It's Reese from Espresso Honey Corso. I am just out here this morning with my small pack of 3. As everybody knows, the pack is pretty small nowadays because Trinity went back. Arya is gone for breeding, and Katana's with Morgan. So the pack is pretty small right now. So in the recent weeks, you guys, it's been pretty good. I'm pretty sure that Jade is pregnant. Yay! Yay! Come here, Jade. Come here. Get down. Get down. Let them see your belly. Let them see your belly. She's like, what? So yeah, I'm pretty sure she's pregnant. She's not really showing belly, but her waistline is a little thicker. Her nipples are still protruding, which usually by now they've went back. Let me get that. If she weren't pregnant, I think they would have went back down by now. So yay, I think we have a pregnancy. Oh, there she goes. She's flipping over so you can kind of see. You see those nipples and the roundness to the belly a little bit. A little roundness to the belly. Pink nipples. She's behaving super sweet. Super sweet. I just love it when they're pregnant. And then her vulva is still slightly swollen, which will enlarge as the pregnancy continues. So I don't know, super excited. Arya is still not in heat, but a lot of Rachel's females are in heat. So usually what will happen is females will sync up and they'll all kind of help each other if they're close. If it's, close to their time, they'll kind of help each other come into heat hormonal wise. So we do expect Arya to be in estrus anytime now. And then she'll be bred to Preacher, and then she'll be coming back home, and hopefully we'll have a pregnancy. And then Melina will be going to Senza Tempo Cane Corso in September for her breeding, you guys. And I actually have exciting news about her breeding that's coming up. So just kind of stay tuned. Keep watching us, you guys. And we'll be having a lot of puppies. So I am going to design and purchase and build a new whelping box. This will be my first time personally having 2 litters at one time, which is like super crazy. But I think I can do it. I'm ready. I'm like super overdue for puppies. So 2 litters at one time. So Jade will have hers first, of course, and then Arya, but the litters will definitely be here at the same time. So it'll be a lot going on. A lot of babies. I mean, we're talking possibly 20 puppies here at one time, but we're going to do it, and we're going to capture it all here on YouTube so you guys can see it. Look at Achilles. He was a little upset that he didn't get to breed this time, but he's fine. I think he's accepted it fine. He's good. He's doing good. So yeah. Like I said, I really think we have a pregnancy with Jade. And Arya's next. And then update on Katana. Pretty soon she'll be coming home. She went back with Morgan so that she could fatten up. Whenever I need a dog fattened up, you guys, I can send them to my mother, their grandmother, and she'll fatten them up. So Katana needed a little more TLC, some fattening up. Jade, come. Melina, come. Good babies. Good babies. Yeah, so she needed some fattening up, so she's been at grandma's, and she looks really good now. Like I said, we did a diet change. She's on Farmina. It's made a huge difference. My whole pack is on Farmina now. Super happy about that. So if y'all are interested to know what I'm feeding, we are feeding the chicken and pomegranate ancestral grain. So it has a little grain in. I prefer the grain in. The grain in formula has taurine in it, which I've heard from Tempo that the grain-free version does not. So you would have to supplement with taurine. But either way, I'm super happy with it. The dogs look really good. I'm just happy to be able to have them on it. And if you have a large breed puppy, you guys, and you want to know what you can feed as far as the Farmina line, the lamb and blueberry, I think it's medium and maxi puppy, is super good. So for adults, the puppy and pomegranate is what I'm feeding. My puppies, when I have them, they'll be, I'm pretty sure, unless they have more available at the time, but my puppies will be eating the lamb and blueberry medium maxi puppy. So yeah, Katana will be back soon. We'll do a big reunion. Like I said, she looks absolutely phenomenal now. I think you guys will be impressed. And like I said, I thank everyone that supported us and supported her during that time. I don't think she would have been doing as well without the support that went out for her. So, like I said, we'll be doing the reunion very soon. So, let me just tell you about this week. So, there has been, I think what happened here in Virginia, and I even heard like parts of Kentucky, we didn't have a cold winter. So from what I'm hearing, the breeding season for snakes kind of was extended. They didn't go into hibernation until late because we didn't have a cold winter. And they bred, they extendedly bred. So now we have I would say we have a lot of copperhead. A lot of copperhead. Specifically, I haven't seen any black snake, which is very concerning because the black snakes help with the numbers of the copperheads. And I don't mind snakes. I'm actually a snake enthusiast. I don't own snakes, but I do like them. I think they're beautiful. I like to look at them. I specifically really like the ball pythons and the bowline pythons. I really admire. But anyway, so I don't have a problem with snakes, but there is a problem with the snakes when they're on my property because I have livestock, I have dogs, I have puppies occasionally. So, you know, and I have kids, I have children, and my children, my dogs, my chicken, they all chill in the yard. And we definitely can't have the dogs, my children, the chickens getting bit by the poisonous snakes like the copperheads. So we had been just kind of seeing them around. And when we were building the chicken coop, we had an incident with one being like right by my husband's foot. And so what we try to do is we run them off, but when running them off is not enough and we see a repeat offender, unfortunately, you know, we have to eliminate the snake because then it's a problem. So, Jade, look at her, she's over there struggling to poop. Pregnant dog problems. So anyway, we noticed that Jade, she's picked up the scent of the copperheads. And every day she'll come out and she'll inspect the property line. None of my other dogs do this, just Jade. And I was telling you guys a couple of weeks ago how she's a phenomenal working dog. Melina's stalking Jade. That's what's going on. So, anyway, once she finds a snake, she alerts us. And she doesn't, you guys, she'll stand about 4 feet away from the snake and she'll bark and she'll agitate it. She'll try to actually run it off. She's ran off a few. So she will alert us and then she'll stand by us and she'll try to run it off. Usually she'll push it back into the woods. So, anyway, last week she alerted us about, I would say it was 2 snakes in one day and then 1 snake every day. And sometimes the snake would even be like in the woods. It wouldn't even be on within the fenced in property, but she would let us know. So, we're going to try to, I think what we're going to try to do is maybe get some type of repellent that's like non-toxic to the dogs, because they're definitely an issue. We don't need anybody getting bit. I have puppies and I have a pregnant dog, so, but, it just, I don't know, she's slowly becoming one of my favorite working dogs, one of my favorite Corsos. She's beautiful in stature. Her temperament as far as a working dog is becoming phenomenal. She's athletic. She's very sweet. She's a super, super balanced dog. I mean, she's becoming everything that I believe a working Corso should embody, that does like guardian protection. So she protects her guardian, she's a guardian to our property, our livestock, us. I mean, and while she's doing all of that, she's still a very controllable, balanced, temperamented dog. I mean, it's like, really, what more could you ask for out of a dog? And I was watching Rachel's video of Trinity, and there were a lot of, not Trinity, Aria. And there were a lot of comments there about the size of my dogs. And a lot of the comments were about how small my dogs are in comparison. Aria was my smallest female out of my first litter. We kept her because she came back to us. And when she came back, I really, really liked her. And I thought it would be worth a shot to let her mature and see what we got as far as temperament and stature. And I think she's a really balanced girl. And what I liked about her the most is her temperament. But she's not under the standard for weight. She is the standard weight for a Cane Corso female, the standard weight, the standard size. I believe the standard calls for 25 inches at the withers, and that's where she is. So she's definitely not a small female. Yeah, she's smaller in comparison to females that are bigger, larger, but she's within the standard. Now Jade, she's a much bigger female. Melina is a beast of a female. So most of my females are pretty good size. And I know when Sita Tempo was here, she was actually shocked about how big my females were in person. So these are not small girls. And even Aria, even though she is smaller, she's my smallest. Well, I would even say her and Katana, because Katana's not super big. They are around the same size. But my other females are definitely much larger. People that have my females, they're mostly larger. So these are not what I would consider small females by any stretch of the imagination. And the genetics is actually in there to produce larger, which, the size thing, that is an individual preference. These dogs originally were not big. We've been breeding them big for the last few years, but originally the European dogs where, the Corso was never domestic dog here in the Americas. We bought them in. Every Corso that started here was imported in. So originally coming in, I would say in the 80s, they were much smaller dogs. Because the Corso is actually the smallest of the Mastiffs. So you have like English Mastiffs, Neapolitan Mastiffs, French Mastiffs. You have all these different Mastiffs. And out of all of those Mastiffs, the Corso is actually the smallest and the most athletic physique out of all of the Mastiffs. So there is kind of a issue there when your Corso starts getting as big, as large as let's just say an English, because they were never meant to be that big. They're supposed to be a large breed dog, but they're definitely not supposed to be the size of a Neo, an English, and they're supposed to have an athletic build and be more athletic. Jade, Melina. So, yeah, Aria, definitely not my biggest, but she has a super good temperament, very balanced build, and that's why we decided to do the breeding with Preacher, is for the temperament and the genetic diversity. Sometimes, you start your program and it's really hard to find good dogs, good stud dogs, especially dogs that don't have the lines that you're already working with for the diversity. So that breeding is going to give us a little genetic diversity, and it's going to give us dogs with phenomenal temperaments and good health too, because Preacher produces some of the top health scores in our breed as far as like the hips are concerned, and he's produced a lot of offspring and they're very healthy. And so look at that. That's not a small female at all. And I'm telling you guys, the older she's gotten, that structure is just, it's really nice. I really like Jade. But anyway, I just kind of wanted to clear that up. These are not small females. So, and Melina's sire is actually one of, I think he was Mockingjay, who is ZZ Top's father as well, was one of the biggest ever produced out of his kennel. So that says a lot. I want to say the breeder said he was he was the only dog she had ever seen with her own two eyes, and that was her dog. Since the tempo, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think she said like 150s, like the heavy side of the 150s. He was too big. He was actually too big. But she kept him for his structure, and the goal it was not to really breed big, but breed balance, breed the standard. And Melina's his daughter, so, and she's definitely not small. So anyway, you guys, I just want to clear that up, but I just want to tell you what's been going on around here. We have Katana coming back. Jade is pregnant. Jade is now a snake hunter. And I mean, she just finds them. And it's so impressive. And usually she's able to run them off, but I will be honest about it. We've had a couple repeat offenders And that's definitely a problem. It may be, I think it's, I thought maybe the chickens were kind of bringing them in, but I noticed a lot of frogs and toads on my property this summer, which we've never had the numbers that we have this year. And it definitely, I think, contributes to not having a cold winter. And I think they're hunting the frogs and the toads. And I always have water out here in many places for the dogs. In many places, I have like maybe 4 sources of water. And now the chickens have water and they have feed, which I built them this automatic water, so that shouldn't be an issue. They have an automatic feeder, automatic water, so hopefully as far as rodents and snakes needing, food, water source, it won't be a big issue over there in the chicken coop and run. But I think that we had a heat wave for about 2 weeks. It's been like high 90s, 100 on some days. And I think that the snakes they need water. And they come here in the evening to hunt the frogs, to hunt the toads, and to get water. So I think that's mainly what's going on. But some of the snakes have been just super aggressive, which copperheads tend to be on the aggressive side. Some leave and we don't see them again. And then, like I said, we've had 2 this summer so far that have definitely been a repeat offender. And even one, Jade, she found it about 2 feet into my neighbor's property on this side of my fence. And I think she might have ran it off and it went to my neighbor's property, is what I would think happened. And when she ran it off, she let us know, hey, there's a snake right there, danger, danger. And so we go over there, we see the snake, and it tries to mimic, I think, like a rattlesnake is what I think it was doing. It was trying to do the hood thing, and it was doing the rattle thing, and it's just different when they do it, though. And it actually started charging Jade. He's like 2-3 feet back on my neighbor's property, not even in my fence. And then she's barking to let him know, you need to keep going. And he turns around and charges at her. So that was a problem. A little more of aggressive of a snake. And most of them, they just want to leave. They leave, we don't see them again, they go quick. This one was like, no, I think I'm gonna fight that dog. So, we had to take care of him. But anywho, that's not our goal. But anyway, you guys, lots of exciting news. I thought I would let you guys know. I'm going to stop rambling on. You guys have a fantastic Saturday, you guys. And I'll see you soon. All right, bye-bye.